I'm Shari Steinbach, and here in Michigan, we are very passionate about the apples we grow. And with good reason, because Michigan is the third largest apple producing state behind Washington and New York. And the climate here is perfect for growing apples because our cool falls make sure that these apples are sweet, juicy, and crunchy. And you know, we harvest about 25 million bushels of apples every year, and that's over 1 billion pounds. And those are grown on about 775 family-owned farms with 11.3 million apple trees. And we have a great variety of apples. There are over 15 varieties of apples here in Michigan. And some of my favorites are the Galas and the Fujis, the Jonagolds, the Honeycrisp, and there's a new one called the Evercrisp, which is a cross between the Honeycrisp and the Fuji apple. But no matter what your taste, from sweet to tart, you are going to find a Michigan apple that you love. And to learn more about the flavor profiles, I encourage you to go on michiganapples.com, where we show you the flavor profiles for all of our apples, as well as how to use them in cooking and baking, or which ones are best just as a healthy, handy snack. So check that out. And I want to share with you a couple recipes that I have today. I love Michigan apples in all sorts of recipes, and I love them in baked goods. And here today we have a mini apple loaf. I, as a dietitian, like to take baked goods and make them a little bit healthier. I've used a white whole wheat flour in this bread, and it makes 3 mini loaves. The moistness comes not only from the shredded apples that are in there, and you can use any variety of apple for this. Peel them or don't peel them, either way. We've got a little buttermilk, a little canola oil, and what we're going to do with these little mini loaves is we're going to put some maple glaze on top. And this glaze is made with some pure Michigan maple syrup. We've got some powdered sugar in there, a little vanilla, and then you use as much milk as you need to make it the consistency that you want. So delicious. And you know, I say make a double batch of these so you have some to give as gifts. And of course they freeze really well also. And enjoy them with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. This bread is perfect. I love it. The other recipe that we have right here is some Michigan apple nachos. And this is really fun because you can personalize this recipe to your liking. Right here I've got some Gala apples that I've cut up, but again, a variety of apples will work good. Kind of choose a crunchy, little bit sweet one maybe, but a tart one would be well received as well. And then we're going to put on here some chocolate syrup. I've got some dark chocolate syrup. We're going to drizzle that across the top of that. And then I've got some peanut butter. You could use any nut butter on this recipe. Again, make this to your liking. If there's someone who's allergic to peanut butter, an almond butter would work just fine as well. So we've got our peanut butter on there. Then we're going to put some toppings. I've got some raisins here. Any dried fruit will do. Maybe some cranberries or some bits of dried cherries. That would be great. I've got some coconut we're going to add to this. You can see how fun this is. Get the kids involved. They will love making this recipe. And then maybe some nuts or seeds. Peanuts will work well. I've got a mix of sunflower seeds here and a few pumpkin seeds. And you can just see how beautiful these are. Great for a snack or even for a dessert. So I encourage you again to visit michiganapples.com, where you can learn all about the tastes and flavors of Michigan apples and find some delicious recipe inspiration.